The NAIA Volleyball playoffs began with 48 teams, and that number has been reduced to 24 after the opening round. Those 24 teams have been spread out over 8 pools of 3 teams apiece, and we're going to give you an overview of the 2022 edition of the NAIA Volleyball playoffs here tonight on Midwest Sports Net. Thanks for watching. I'm Joey McWilliams. Glad you're with me tonight. So let's get started. The playoffs will continue on November 30th. That's a Wednesday, 1 week from tonight. December 1st and December 2nd. Pool play games will be held then in Sioux City, Iowa. 8 pools, as we mentioned, with 3 teams apiece. So let's look at each one of those pools. Pool A consists of Eastern Oregon, Cornerstone, and St. Xavier. Eastern Oregon is the top team in the pool, and they have a 31-2 record, 21-1 in Frontier League play on a 12-match winning streak. To get to pool play, they defeated Mobile from Alabama 3-0, a 3-set sweep. Now, Eastern Oregon runs a 6-2. They're led by Presley Jensen, who is a junior. She is averaging 2.79 kills per set and hitting .237. Alexia McMurtry averaging 5.73 assists per set. Haley Aratola averaging 1.17 assists per set. And McMurtry, by the way, 43 service aces. Aratola with 4.76 digs per set. Sade Williams, a junior, 2.1 kills per set. Kira Vaughn, a freshman, 2.67 kills per set, and she's hitting .275. For Cornerstone 33-3 on the season, the number 2 team in Pool A. They lost their first 3 matches of the year, and since that time have been on a 33-match winning streak. One of 2 teams coming into pool play on a 33-match winning streak. Cornerstone went 20-0, just blistered their way through the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, the regular season champions and the tournament champions as well. A senior middle, Kaylee Dakima, leads the way, 2.86 kills per set, averaging .286. That .286 is a solid number for her. Sophomore setter Aubrey Lenz leading the way with 10.52 assists per set. She has 2.28 digs and 72 service aces on the year. Senior defensive specialist Patsy Morris with 6.15 digs per set, and Olivia Keeleen 2.82 kills per set for Cornerstone, the number 2 team in Pool A. The number 3 team, St. Xavier, who comes in 24-8 and won the regular season in Chicagoland, won the tournament as well, has won 4 consecutive matches, 15-2 in conference play. They upset Central Methodist in Fayette in 5 sets to make it into the pool played realm. Senior outside Molly Hackett, 3.79 kills per set, and she's hitting .227 on the year, 2.3 digs per set. Sophomore setter Kaylee Ritter, 2.72 kills per set, averaging 10.66 assists per set, and sophomore outside libero Ivana Martinez averaging 4 digs even per set. We mentioned that these teams will be playing December 30th, November 1st, and November 2nd. Here is how it will break down. Eastern Oregon will take on St. Xavier on November 30th. On December 1st, it will be Cornerstone and St. Xavier, and on December 2nd, it will be Eastern Oregon and Cornerstone. That is Pool A. Let's look at Pool B. Pool B, consisting of Jamestown, College of St. Mary, and Rocky Mountain. One of a few pools that have 2 teams in it from the same conference. The Jamestown, the GPAC, which is just probably the most dominant conference in the NAIA. Jamestown comes in 32-2 on the year, 15-1 in GPAC play, having won 13 consecutive matches, the regular season and the tournament champions in the GPAC, made it into the pool play realm, defeating St. Ambrose in 3 sets. Jamestown is led by Anna Holen, a senior outside. She's hitting 3.32 kills per set, averaging 3.81 digs per set, and hitting .294 on the year. Senior right side, Callie Hegerly, 2.97 kills per set, 2.14 digs per set, hitting .333, and she's averaging 5.80 assists per set. Such a versatile player. Junior setter, Paige Oswald, 4.82 assists per set in that 6-2 look. Ellie Holen, 6.25 digs per set, the junior defensive specialist, and Lexi Olsen outside, 1.96 kills, hitting .328, and has 131 blocks. Jamestown, the number 1 team in Pool B. The number 2 team is College of St. Mary. The Flames, also from the GPAC, 20-8 on the year, 9-7 in GPAC play. A 1-game winning streak coming in, and that's because they defeated IU Kokomo in 4 sets. It's a very balanced attack for the Flames here, and you look at these numbers. Junior Lexi Langley hitting 2.88 kills per set. Senior McKenna Freeman, 2.74 kills per set. Senior Cameron Willman, 2.56 kills per set. All in all, 5 players averaging at least 2 kills per set. Langley, 3.14 digs per set as well, and Freeman with 2.14 digs per set. Rachel Cushing leading the way, the junior, with 6.2 digs per set for the Flames, and junior setter Lauren Anderson, 10.17 assists per set. Rocky Mountain is the 3rd team in this pool, and the Battling Bears, 21-14 on the year, 8-2 in Frontier Conference play on a 5-match winning streak, and won their tournament to get in. Upset Indiana Wesleyan on the road in Marion, 3-0, a 3-set sweep on the road. They get into pool play, and they do it led by senior outside McKenna Bushman. She's averaging 2.76 kills per set. Sophomore right side Bella Bryan, 2.48 kills per set. And sophomore setter Blythe Seeley, 9.9 assists per set and averaging 2.57 digs per set along the way. Senior libero Ayla Embry with 7.13 digs per set. Strong number. Sophomore middle Rhiannon Nez at 136 blocks. And so Pool B will be played out like this. On November 30th, it's going to be Jamestown taking on Rocky Mountain. On December 1st, it will be College of St. Mary taking on Rocky Mountain. And December 2nd, it will be a matchup between Jamestown and College of St. Mary, teams that have seen each other already this season. We move on to Pool C and how that looks here. Top team in Pool C, Midland. We've talked about the Warriors here on this channel a number of times already this year. Midland, Bellevue, the number 2 team, and Westmont, the number 3 team in Pool C. Midland, 26-4 on the year, 11-2 in GPAC play. Have won 1 match in a row, 1-match winning streak. All these teams have come in just after 1 match, having fallen in their respective conference tournaments. Midland defeated Indiana Tech in 3 sets, led by Talia Flores, a senior or a 5th-year outside, 3.67 kills per set, 3.42 digs per set. Freshman Addison Mosier, also 2.52 kills per set. Senior Hope Leinbach, we talked about her a number of times here on the channel, 11.95 assists per set, 2.32 digs per set. On the defensive side, sophomore defensive specialist Delaney Valanche with 4.21 digs per set. And sophomore middle, Abby Ringler with 85 blocks on the year. She also has 2.47 kills per set and is hitting 284 on the year. Bellevue, the number 2 team in the Pool C, 27-7 on the year, 13-1 in North Star play. Won 1 match. That was defeating John Brown in 3 sets to make it into pool play. That was back in the opening round. Bellevue led by senior outside Sierra Athan, 3.08 kills per set, 3.44 digs per set. She's hitting 225 on the year. Senior right side Rosa Reed Booley, 2.87 kills per set, hitting 226 on the year. Senior setter Olivia Gallas, and she has just been fantastic for the Bruins in her time there. She leads the way in assists as sophomore defensive specialist Taylon Kiefer with 4.75 digs, and sophomore middle Jackie Apel, 152 blocks on the year. Westmont from the Golden State, 23-6 on the season, 15-3 in league play. A 6-2 look as they've won 1 match in a row. That was an upset over Montana Tech on the road, a 3-0 sweep to get in. Westmont's led by Phoebe Minch, 2.94 kills per set, 3.92 digs per set, and 51 service aces on the year. Lexi Malone with 2.59 kills per set, hitting 328. Kelly Hashimoto, 4.02 digs per set. Keelan Kistner, 2.78 digs per set. And in that 6-2 look, 5.49 assists per set. Alexa Shiner, 4.17 assists per set. So the schedule looks like this. On November 30th, again, 1 week from tonight on a Wednesday, it'll be Midland taking on Westmont. December 1st, it's going to be Bellevue taking on Westmont. And December 2nd, it will be Midland and Westmont. Moving on to Pool D. Pool D with the number 1 team, Concordia, the Bulldogs from the GPAC, and the number 2 team, Park, last year's national runners-up, and Hastings, also from the GPAC. Another pool in which there are 2 teams from the same conference. And with 5 teams in the tournament from the GPAC, it's almost to be expected that's going to be the case. There are a couple other pools in which this plays out. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Concordia, 24-5 on the year, 12-4 overall in league play. Just 1 match in a row coming in. We'll see this all the way through Pool D, as none of these teams won their conference tournaments. In the opening round, swept Florida College in 3 sets. Concordia is led by junior outside Cameron Opfer, 2.99 kills per set, 3.63 digs per set. And I believe Opfer is a senior. Opfer also hitting 221 on the year. Sophomore middle, Gabby Nordiker, 3.07 kills per set, hitting 356 and has 102 blocks on the year. Junior setter Bree Birdwhistle, 11.19 assists per set and averaging 2.63 digs per set. Sophomore defensive specialist Rebecca Gebhardt at 4.59 digs to lead Concordia. The Bulldogs, the number 1 team in Pool D. Park comes in at 27-5, number 2 in the pool, 18-1 on the year, share of the regular season title in the Hart, and lost in the Hart Tournament Championship. They defeated Cumberland 3-0 to make it into pool play, led by Maria Eduarda Ramos at 3.09 kills per set. She's a junior. Sophomore, Milena Hensley, 3.06 kills per set, hitting 232 and has 3.5 digs per set as well. Thaynara Jesus, 2.95 kills per set, 2.27 digs per set, hitting 223. Sophomore setter, Julia Alvarez, 10.91 assists per set, and sophomore libero, Irene Verdino, 4.36 digs per set. Hastings from the GPAC, we mentioned that, 20-13 overall, 8-8 in league play. You don't see that very often, that a team is coming in right in the middle of the road in league play. That shows how strong the GPAC is. Won its last one, although lost 4 of its last 6 coming into this one. Won when it needed to, defeating Hastings in 5 sets. That final set going 17-15 against Texas Wesleyan. Hastings, the Broncos, make their way into pool play with a big win in 5 sets. Led by senior outside Marley Taylor, 2.97 kills per set, hitting 260 on the season. Freshman right side Peyton Roper, 2.77 kills per set. Junior setter McKenna Ashers, 9.71 assists per set, 2.39 digs per set. And sophomore defensive specialist Miriam Miller at 5.04 digs per set. So the schedule looks like this on November 30th. It's going to be Concordia and Hastings in another GPAC battle right there. December 1st has Park and Hastings, and December 2nd, it will be Concordia taking on Park. We continue to move along here. Let's look at Pool E. And it has another matchup with 2 teams from the same conference. This has a little bit different feel to it, though. Corbin, the number 1 team in Pool E, 29-4 on the year, 20-2 in Cascade League play. Has won its last match, that defeating Benedictine Mesa in the opening round in 3 sets. Now, let's go on again. Taylor coming in, the number 2 team, and Bethel, the number 3 team. We'll talk about these 2 a little bit later on. Riley Troutman leading the way for Corbin, though. The Warriors, 4.2 kills per set, 2.97 digs per set, and hitting 265 on the year. Avery Ridgway, 3.31 kills per set, 2.73 digs per set, and hitting 245 for the year. Kehlani Ontai leading the way, 4.37 digs per set. Jaden Mullen with 6.57 assists per set. It's a 6-2 look, as Abby Gindy with 4.51 assists per set. And Allie Schmidt and Allison Reed, each topping the 100 block mark, 101 blocks for both Schmidt and Reed for the season. Fantastic defensive effort. Corbin has had a great year, again, 29-4 coming in. Now, Taylor and Bethel both coming out of the crossroads, and this has a different feel to it because with a league like the GPAC, where do you put all the teams? You can spread them out over 8 separate pools with just 5 teams in. 2 teams from the same league coming in, it seems a little frustrating to have them both in the same pool. Thought they could have been spread out a little bit more. And it's not an issue of travel. They're all going to Sioux City. So there is another team from the Crossroads in there, but still having to, it seemed a little, I don't know. Taylor, the number 2 team in Pool E, 31-5 for the season, 16-2 in Crossroads play. Won the regular season, won the tournament. By the way, shout out to Taylor as the women's cross-country team just won the national championship in the NAIA. Taylor, with those 31 wins, 12 consecutive wins coming in, defeating Campbellsville in the opening round in 4 sets, led by senior right side Ryan Zerniak, 3.7 kills per set, hitting .396 on the year. Junior outside Anna Fry with 2.9 kills per set, hitting .217. She has 2.9 digs per set as well. Senior setter Casey Bragg, 11 assists per set, 2.5 digs per set. And the freshman defensive specialist Michaela Flagel, 3.3 digs per set. And sophomore middle Grace Iremia, 165 blocks. That's just an amazing number. Excuse me. And so Bethel, the other team from the Crossroads here in Pool E, 22-11 overall, 12-6 in league play, split with Taylor during the regular season, also operating with a 6-2, have won 1 match in a row coming in. That was an upset, by the way, against Columbia International, a 3-set sweep over Columbia International, led by junior middle Isabel North Green. She's hitting 2.51, has 2.51 kills per set, hitting .352 on the year, and 125 blocks to lead the way. Another junior, Maddie Payne, in the middle, 2.25 kills, hitting .338, 138 blocks on the year. And so this is a dominating defense in the middle for Bethel. Senior setter Madison Beaver, 1.79 kills per set, and in that 6-2 look, 5.67 assists per set as well, hitting .269. Elise Schilderman's, the other part of that 6-2, 4.36 assists per set. And junior libero Jacqueline Fernandez, 3.51 digs per set. So the schedule looks like this. Corbin will take on Bethel on November 30th. Again, that is on a Wednesday, 1 week from today. Then it will be Taylor and Bethel for the 3rd time this season. That's on December 1st. And then it will be Corbin taking on Taylor on December 2nd. We move on to Pool F. Pool F looks like this. And yes, it does. Pool F looks like this. Want to make sure I was looking at the right pool there. Dakota Wesleyan, again, from the GPAC. How about that? In for Pool F, the number 1 team. Number 2 team is Mid-America Nazarene, and the number 3 team is Southern Oregon. Dakota Wesleyan, 23-7 overall, 11-5 in GPAC play. Defeated Kansas Wesleyan in the opening round in 3 sets to get here. Dakota Wesleyan is 2-2 in its last 4 matches, but those 2 losses both came to Jamestown, and we've seen how dominant Jamestown has been over the course of this year. Jamestown has lost just 3 matches in the last 2 seasons. So Dakota Wesleyan coming in, strong play as it has gotten from Addie Dwight in her time there. Junior middle hitting 4.72 kills per set, hitting .356. Want to make sure I got those numbers right. They're huge. 4.72 kills per set, hitting .356, and has 114 blocks. Dwight just dominating. Senior right side, Mackenzie Miller, 2.67 kills per set, hitting .231. Senior setter, Madeline Else, 11.82 assists per set and 2.28 digs per set. Leading the way on defense is senior libero, Hannah Reef, 5.26 digs per set. And also senior outside, Mariah Glow, 3.56 digs as well. It's a dominant defense for Dakota Wesleyan. And Glow also with 2.3 kills per set. The number 2 team in this pool. And this is interesting because in our Midwest Sportsnet rankings, we had Mid-America Nazarene way up there over the course of the season because this is a team that lost just once. 28-1 on the year. Had a 24-match winning streak coming into the season finale against Park. Park, the defending national runners-up. Park, the only loss for Mid-America Nazarene this year, 18-1 in Hart play, a share of the regular season championship in Hart play, and won the conference tournament over Park. Has won 4 consecutive matches coming in, defeated Blue Mountain Christian in 5 sets to make it out of the opening round. Mid-America Nazarene, led by junior outside Cassidy Christ, 2.75 kills per set, hitting 260 on the year. Senior outside Ariana Arciniega, 2.6 kills per set, 2.09 digs per set. Sophomore setter Katrina Davis, 9.31 assists per set, 2.46 digs per set. Senior libero Savannah Crossland, 4.41 digs per set, and junior middle Michaela Johnson with 137 blocks. The number 3 team in Pool F is Southern Oregon. Southern Oregon, 22-10 on the year, 14-8 in Cascade play, running a 6-2. Won its last match. That was defeating William Jessup in 3 sets. Southern Oregon is led by Haley Van Well, 3.24 kills per set, hitting 216. Malina Testoni, 3.21 kills per set, hitting 263, and has 2.98 digs per set. Kayla Knighty with 3.48 digs per set to lead the way in that category. Junior setters Hannah Randall with 6.52 assists, and senior setter Gwen Sheldon, 4.41 assists in that 6-2 look. And so the schedule looks like this. November 30th, it's going to be Dakota Wesleyan versus Southern Oregon. December 1st, it will be Mid-America Nazarene versus Southern Oregon. And then December 2nd, Dakota Wesleyan versus Mid-America Nazarene. We'll talk about how these ties may be broken if, in fact, there are ties. So we will move on to Pool G now. Taking a look at that. Back-to-back defending champions, Missouri Baptist, the number 1 team in Pool G. And it's Viterbo and Columbia College after that, 2 teams in the same conference. And these are 2 historically strong teams from the same conference in the same pool. So, Missouri Baptist, the Spartans are 30-3, 9-1 in the American Midwest, won the tournament championship. 8 consecutive matches. It's the 5th time in the last 6 seasons that Missouri Baptist has had at least 30 wins and made it out of the opening round, defeating Bryan College in 3 sets. Missouri Baptist led by junior middle Sarah Klunder, 3.323 kills per set, hitting 374. Junior setter Shannon McLean, 10.37 assists per set, 1.9 digs per set. Graduate student, 5th-year defensive specialist, Nathielen Machado, 3.87 digs per set, leading the way. And senior outside Emma Lattimore, also 2.46 kills per set, 3.15 digs per set for the Spartans. Viterbo, the number 2 team in Pool G, won the regular season North Star in the tournament as well, has won 3 consecutive matches coming in. 29-7 on the year, 13-1 in league play. Defeated Point Park in 3 sets to make it out of the opening round. The 6-2 V-Hawks are led by junior outside, and they're running a 6-2. Led by junior outside Kinsey Winker, 3.73 kills per set, 2.05 digs per set. Senior setter Lauren Sabaski, 6.70 assists per set. Sophomore defensive specialist Callie Kowal, 3.54 assists per set. Also leaders for the V-Hawks, senior defensive specialist Adriana Reinhardt, 5.30 digs per set for the year. And freshman middle Jada Mitchell with 121 blocks and 2.31 kills per set. Bringing us to Columbia, the Cougars from the American Midwest, also 10-0, swept their way through American Midwest Conference play and won the regular season title, defeating Missouri Baptist with that in conference play. And the Cougars were 27-10 overall. Interestingly enough, Columbia and Missouri Baptist have already met 3 times this year. One in a pre-conference match, and that one was taken by Columbia. And then one time in the regular season, which was taken by Columbia. And then Missouri Baptist getting a little bit of vengeance, winning the conference tournament. So Columbia, 27-10 overall, led by Alana Capella, 2.88 kills per set. Elena Rooks, 2.86 kills per set. Luisa Ferreira, 10.69 assists per set, 3.48 digs per set. And Ellie Rockers, 3.61 digs per set to lead the defense. The schedule looks like this was Missouri Baptist taking on Columbia for the fourth time this season. That will be on November 30th. December 1st has Viterbo and Columbia, and December 2nd we'll see Missouri Baptist taking on Viterbo. That is a look at Pool G. So now let's look at Pool H, as that shows up there. The eighth and final pool of pool play this year. Northwestern, the number 1 team. Southwestern Assemblies of God, the number 2 team. And Marion, the number 3 team in Pool H. Northwestern, 22-7 on the year. In GPAC play, 11-5. Won its most recent match, that in the opening round, defeating Philander Smith in 3 sets. Northwestern's led by sophomore outside Jaslyn DeHaan, 3.61 kills per set, 2.66 digs per set, hitting .220 on the year. Sophomore outside Allison Dexter, 3.59 kills per set, 2.21 digs per set. And senior middle Becca Horstman, 2.74 kills per set. She has 130 blocks on the year. Liv Reitzma at 8.75 assists per set. She's a freshman setter. Senior setter Jaden Shutt at 2.55 assists per set. And senior outside Olivia Gramstra with 5.13 digs per set to lead the way for the Red Raiders. Sagu, the number 2 team in this pool, and we've had Sagu here at Midwest Sportsnet as a number 1 team in the country, and why not? One of 2 teams coming in to pool play on a 33-match winning streak. As a matter of fact, the Lady Lions haven't lost this year. 33-0 on the year, 20-0 in Sooner Athletic Conference play, a 33-match winning streak, won the regular season, swept through the SAC, won the conference tournament, and won their opening round match against Xavier from Louisiana in 5 sets, 15-12 in that 5th set to get into pool play. Not the first time that the Lady Lions have had to go to 5 sets this year. As a matter of fact, it was the 6th time. The first 4 were all in pre-conference play and against some pretty tough opponents outside of the Sooner Athletic Conference as well. The Lady Lions are led by senior outside Ava Myers, 3.24 kills per set. Sophomore middle Emma Tompkins, 3.14 kills per set. She's hitting .323 on the year and has 109 blocks. Junior setter Riley Burcham, 10.04 assists per set, 2.49 digs per set. Sophomore libero Tessa Glick, 5.72 digs per set to lead the way for Sagu. And the final team in pool play that we have listed here in Pool H, the number 3 team, Marion, also out of the Crossroads. 24-6 for the season, 13-5 in Crossroads play. They run a 6-2. We'll talk about that. As Marion is led by Skylar Van Note, 3.92 kills per set, 2.93 digs per set. She's hitting .282 on the year. Senior middle, Jalen Norwood, 2.83 kills per set. She's hitting .310 on the year. Junior defensive specialist, Jonna Fell, 3.98 digs per set. Junior setters, Katie Hardigree, 5.88 assists per set and 2.66 digs. Another junior setter, Ainsley Neighbors, 4.55 assists per set. So Pool H, the schedule looks like this. On November 30th, again, 1 week from today, on a Wednesday, it'll be Northwestern taking on Marion. December 1st, it will be Sagu taking on Marion. And December 2nd, it will be Northwestern taking on Sagu. Big Pool H there. So win 2, and that will get you into the quarterfinals, into the bracket portion of the NAIA playoffs. If there is a 3-way tie, there is an interesting way to break that down. So let's see if we can pull that up here. As we get rid of that, pull this up here. 3-way tie. This is in pool play. This is according to the NAIA's website. This is the only possible tie-breaking scenario in a 3-team pool. In this case, the tied teams in the pool will play a single set to 25 points, win by 2, no cap, to determine who the winner of the pool and advance to the semifinal. I'm reading it just as it's written. So all 3 will play 1 set, one against the other, each 1 to 25. The team judged to be superior by the procedure listed above will win the first bye in the pool playoff. So it's a judgment call to see who gets a bye out of that. A judgment call. The other two teams shall play one set to 25. So one team will advance to one final playoff. The other two teams will play one set to 25. Win by 2, no cap. The winner then of that will take on the team that got the bye. One set to 25, win by 2 points, no cap, for a total of 2 25-point sets. Only one team will advance. That is the tie-breaking scenario. If you were wondering how this all plays out, that's how it plays out. That is the tie-breaking scenario. So that's a look then, an overview of the 2022 NAIA playoffs as we've gone past the opening round and we're into pool play. Should be a lot of fun. We will have some scores. We will have scores from pool play and get those to you next week as well. So keep it right here on Midwest Sportsnet. I encourage you, like the video, share the video. Thank you for watching. Let us know who your favorite teams are in the NAIA. We talk small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond here on Midwest Sportsnet. So thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving to you. We look forward to seeing how it all plays out. Again, and by the way, please subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate that very much. It really does help. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. God bless you and happy Thanksgiving.